Hey, this is your boy, protagonist Jawa, and I'm accompanied by,
Antagonist Kim.
and we are playing Pillars of Eternity: The White March. Um, as you can see down here, I got all the stuff downloaded, so it should be the complete package from Steam. So without further ado, let's just get into it. We decided this beforehand, but we're gonna play it on easy just because it's really our first time playing a game like this on PC. You know, I played some like Divinity Original Sin and that type of stuff, but this is our first time really playing something that's, you know, real time like this. So what type of character do you think we should build?
I think for the most part, you always kind of lean more toward a wizard, right?
Well, I mean, like personality wise, so I'm thinking, you know, obviously gotta go dark side, right? But like not necessarily just, oh, I'm evil to be evil, but like I'm evil but for a reason.
No, I get it.
That makes sense.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the Caravan Master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so like, can I scroll that? No, I can't. Just with that, wait a minute. Okay, so my first thought is kind of like, okay, why am I so important? Why does this guy care enough about me that he's like stopping the whole caravan? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I get the tree would have stopped it anyway. That weird detail just seems strange, but I don't know.
No, I agree.
It just seemed
Definitely,
weird,
a little
right?
bit of a darker turn, maybe, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's because they need as many people as they can get, kind of situation, and that's why they're like, "Fuck, you know, we got people that are sick. We keep traveling, we're just gonna start losing people, so let's just rest." Yeah, that's where they go. Hey, well, obviously I'm a dude. Oh yeah,
Loving the hair.
yeah. They call me Lionel. But let's see what it says. Male, the place of men in society varies from. One of the things you guys are gonna realize, I'm like, I, I got mush mouth, man. I'm not really good at you know, speaking out, but I hope as I further continue to do stuff, we'll do a better job. So I'm gonna do the best I can to read. I might have my wife switch in for the female voices if we have to. I know for the most part, Pillars of Eternity, we don't have to read it, just they
Narrated.
voiced over for this special edition, so we'll kind of see where that gets us. But yeah, we'll play a dude. You know, I don't do the If I do done, does it just finish?
If you don't
No,
pick anything
I think I have
else.
to put next. I'm not that stupid. Oh. Boom. But so these are our races. We got humans. Now I know there's a thought. Well, we haven't picked anything yet. I just put male. Yeah, my wife's taking notes. So I'm thinking like, I know there's this whole thought of like, hey, let's min-max, resolve, might, that type of stuff. Let's just kind of focus. Let's kind of build them out as far as like what we would probably want to play as, because we're in easy mode. I think if we were playing something super difficult, we'd have to go like super, you know, deep into D. But I don't
Right.
think we have to deep D it. You know what I mean? So we got human, which we obviously know what that's about. Looks like a lizard person. Yeah, lizard cat person. We'll see. The mighty Amumau, God, I can't even pronounce shit, are the largest of the Kith races that are commonly found in or near oceans. Okay, so maybe they're like, what are those giant lizards that
Like
like?
a salamander or
No,
something.
the giant lizards that are like some of those islands and stuff. And if you bite them, they're not venomous, but their mouth is so contaminated that you'll literally get disease or shit from it. What are those called?
I'm not sure, but I think I know what
It's
you're talking
salamander.
about.
It's
Like the ones by the Galapagos Islands, right?
hold on. It's what the f- it says. Hold on. Oh my god, dude, that's gonna kill me. I was literally just thinking about this. Oh man. Something, not raptor, not salamander. It's like, oh, okay, I can't remember, but it's like a lizard. Um, dude, that is gonna kill me. So I'm already off to a bad start, guys. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Ratatouille, are based on naval dominance. Okay, so they're like aquatic people. So we'll just say aquatic people, maybe like fish people. We got human, fish people. We got dwarf. We already know what dwarves are about. That's pretty straightforward. Elves, we know what elves are about. It's pretty straightforward.
But I mean, as far as like for our listener, we should probably like their lands that they hail from would be different for each one, you know?
Yeah, guys, come on. Sorry, my dogs are running around in the background. Um, I think, and I guess they can let me know in the comment section, where I'm messing up and where they'd like to see me do better. Because obviously, I'm just starting from scratch here. You know what I mean? I'm a bottom barrel guy. You know? What is that? Bottom barrel guy. I wish I could have done a better alliteration with that, but bottom barrel bro. Yeah, there's triple B. Um, I think because when I look at this, I think more of like, hey, we know humans are. This one's kind of new, so I'll look into it. But it's like for the most part, you're a dwarf. You're a dwarf. You're probably somewhere around mountains. If you're an elf, you're probably somewhere with woods or maybe vast plains. You know. Whereas this Orlin, like, what is this? What is this? Like a weird version of a hobbit? Orlins are the smallest of the kith. Okay, so they're considered kith. Which these guys are considered kith. So is kith just a default for like humanoid creatures that are not in the generic three, human, dwarf, elf? Because that's what it kind of sounds like to me. He's humanoid, it's a creature, but it's not a human or elf or dwarf, so it's a kith. And then of the kiths, we'll call this one specifically Orlin. It kind of seems like that's what it is. Orlins are the smallest of the kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-tone skin, and hirsuti bodies? Hot bodies. Orlins are commonly found in Grandfath. The Jesus. Well, my reading abilities are terrible. You know what's crazy is I'm so used to like reading silently that I can read really fast and comprehend stuff really good. But when it comes to reading out loud, I'm special on all boards. MIT plains and parts of the drywood. I'm gonna call it drywood. I know it's a deerwood probably. That's probably deerwood actually. Is how that's probably
Or Direwood.
Yeah, I imagine deerwood's probably more likely. Like the Y stands for 2 E's. They are known for their mental intensity and mental intensity. Like what the? Like just stare at you. Can I zoom in? No, I don't think I can zoom in. Maybe. I don't think I can zoom in. Like there's just a character that stares all the time. Really intense. And then godlike, which, like, this is your first representation of what a godlike is. It's super weird. Now, what I like to do is I like to do halfies. Being mixed myself, I like to do mixed races. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I feel like mixed races are like the best way to go.
Play as you would play.
Hey, godlike. The godlike are children of the kith. Okay, so how are they children of the kith? What are the kith? Man, I gotta look that up at some point in time. Children of the kith who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Okay, so like right off the bat, I wouldn't even play this. I wouldn't play this character, even if there was like some super cool min-max ability. And why? He can't reproduce. The players got to get laid. I mean, obviously, I know in this game you're probably not having kids and stuff, but for role play aspects, that's going to be, it's got to be a driver, right? He wants to, reason he wants the resources that he's probably going to be pursuing is to raise a family, right? Otherwise, what is he doing?
Saving the world.
Yeah, but he's not set out to do that. He just, like when you think any guy, no guy is born think themselves, oh yeah, I'm going to save the world. The first thought process is usually like, hey, I got to figure out how to navigate this world so that way I can be desirable, find a mate, reproduce, and provide for them. I mean, it's like really base level, right?
Yeah, but this is a fantasy world, though. That's not really something that you're too concerned about.
Yeah.
So you're more worried about, like, the evils at hand, right?
Yeah, I guess, because, like, the way I read this, these guys are almost like those creatures in, like, the fantasy realms that are, like, I don't even know if I could, like, based on this description, I don't even know if I could properly role play a godlike. Because the godlike would essentially be this thing that thinks differently and looks differently than all the other races, and because of that is treated differently, right? Which is why they say they're often viewed with fear and wonder. And I feel like from like a role play perspective, I can't get on board with it. You know what I mean?
That's up to you.
I feel like Orlin, while it would be fun to just be like a tiny piece of crap, you know what I mean? Just start like staring at people and stabbing people. I imagine he would be better with a bunch of daggers. I'm not feeling it. Fish person, I mean, I did enjoy The Little Mermaid as a kid. I'm not feeling fish people. But that leaves you with like dwarf, which I'm tall, so why would I want to be short? Not that there's anything wrong, but it's like, I'd rather have my character be more imposing. I mean, what do you think? I never really played. You know what? I think I have an aversion to playing dwarves is because our friend, they always like they usually play a dwarf. I don't even you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I never picked dwarf because I can't picture a better person to play a dwarf than him. Not because of his physical stature, but just because of his mentality.
No, I agree. I can see that happening.
So I never feel like I could like measure up. No pun intended. I like the thought of elf for the longevity purposes. I think that's kind of cool. And obviously human's an easy one. Now, I would prefer if I could do a half elf in this situation. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I don't think they allow that. For longevity purposes, I think maybe we go with elf.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna add a little twist on this. You're gonna see that twist later on. So elves are the dominant race in the GFAth. And the white I don't know why that made me laugh so much. The white that wins and are extremely common in the Deerwood and Ader. Elves are known for their speed, intelligence, as well as a commonly isolationist nature. That seems interesting. Yeah, let's just we can always go back, but let's just start with elf.
Okay.
There we got wood elf and pale elf. This looks like literally that girl from The Ring.
It does kind of,
so, yeah, we're not doing that. It's weird. Let's see. Wood elves trace their beginnings far north of present-day Adir and have migrated south throughout the forests of the continent, now covering it all the way south across the equator. They are believed to have migrated across the sea to Gfath, while physiologically identical to one another. Wood elves from Adir are culturally different from those in Gfath and consider themselves wholly different groups. Distant advantage against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away. Wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. Oh, that's a bonus. Yeah, I figure wood elf probably the way to go. Now this is gonna be tough.
Definitely a lot of choices.
Okay, so let's just kind of think optically what we know, even though it's probably not necessarily true here. So we got barbarians. We know barbarians, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a brute. When I think barbarian, I would think more dwarf or human, like from the Dritz novels.
Right.
Like I think human probably more sense. It's Chanter. We don't know what that is. I don't know what a cipher is. Druid, pretty much magic shapeshifter. Then you have your normal fighter, which is just, you know,
Right.
warrior with the sword. Then you have a monk, you know, who just fights. That makes sense. Paladins tend to be tanky. Priests tend to be a little bit more spiritual with some tankiness going on. Rangers tend to, you know, they're archers. What are you going to say here? Which makes sense. Then you get your rogue, which is like stealthy sneak. And then you get your wizard. So right off the bat, like, what are you drawn to that you'd say, you know what, let's check this one out?
I mean, for me, if I were playing, I would always tend to go towards the ranger for the animal aspect. Or maybe a wizard. Or, I mean, paladin kind of is also technically a holy warrior, but sometimes I do like up close and personal, so paladin would kind of give you that option, probably with, you know, front to front combat, you know.
Okay, so then we also have this chanter. I think I'm naturally kind of drawn to ranger too a little bit, you know, because I think it's kind of cool, especially for like your main character, because if you're in the back firing, you don't have to worry about your main character getting taken out.
Right.
You know, you can kind of focus on the other people because your guy's just shooting back there and just casting and going. And what I like about Ranger 2, from just a, you know, manipulation aspect, is like I can set him back and let him attack, and then I can kind of focus on the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about anything else. I can keep going. Whereas if I was doing a wizard, I think the character would have to be more active.
Right.
Like we'd have to actively, so I guess we'd have to actively manage cast spells, but it could be cooler too.
It could.
Let's see what a chanter is real quick. Let's see. Well, let's just read this part. In every culture across Aura, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Their hallowed phrases stirring to the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers, researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just a time-honored part of local folk tradition. I mean, so there's storytellers, badass storytellers, I guess.
Right.
Well, Cypher. A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach, ciphers were once called mine hunters by the Glanfathins, Gfaths. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche using an ally's or enemy's essence as a focus for their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, the practitioners of the techniques have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. So now this sounds like I'm a Jedi.
Almost, yeah.
Here, which is interesting. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which ciphers build up through their use of their soul whip. Okay. Stealth, lore, mechanics, cool. Endurance. Usually low. Health, low. Accuracy, average. Deflection, average. I don't know what this means. Yeah, but I don't understand this 100%, but this is interesting. So Cypher is interesting, and they start you off with a sword. So the mind stuff seems kind of cool, actually, and maybe could work with what I'm thinking this character's backstory would be. So Cypher's definitely interesting. I gotta say, I love having an animal companion. Like, having an animal companion is super fun, but at the same time, it's usually the basic animal companions, right? It's not like I'm getting a dragon or like a lizard or something, right? Like heal a monster. No, that's the small one, huh? Shit.
Those are desert lizards.
What is it? Gila monster? Gila monster? Man, it's gonna eat me alive. They would too. They're huge. They're like big ass guys, and they have a little snake tongue. They go, and shit. And God, what are those called? This is gonna eat me alive. Honestly, you know, I kind of want to say F it and try Cypher. This is going to be out of the wheelhouse because I test played this like a couple years ago, and then I got busy with work and stuff. And I did it as a ranger, and it was cool and all, but it's like I've never played like I usually play a ranger or some type of fire pyro, you know, but or a stealth person, like depending on what's going on. It's not the iguana. Just type in giant lizards. Oh, my wife is searching giant lizards because she knows it's gonna eat me alive.
Still just saying land iguanas, but those ones have like the big old spikes on them, and I think those are the ones that do drag things under.
Komodo dragons. There it is. Look that up. Look up Komodo dragons. Those things are freaking savages. I was dying, man. Honestly, if I could have a Komodo dragon, I think Ranger would make the most sense because those things are beasts. You just type Komodo dragon. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, dude, those things are scary as hell. So you just want to go Cypher? Like, I don't know anything about it. I'm not even sure how to properly min-max it. And we're just want to do it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Ooh, yeah. I think. Okay, powers. So, let's see. Cyphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul few. Why would I want to target allies? These powers cost focus, which ciphers build through the use of their soul whip. Okay, what's my soul whip? I don't know these things yet. Antipathetic shield, no. I check. I think Mind Wave's probably gonna be good. I was looking it up a little bit. Just Mind Wave. Oh, okay, I'll get two. So Whisper of Treason imparts a bedeviling secret to an enemy that causes its allegiance to bend, charming them for duration. Tenacious Grasp assails the target's grasp in reality, frightening and confusing them. These are probably going to be my way to go, but Eye Strike. Shocks the enemy's visual receptors, dazzling and blinding them. Okay. Mind Wave. Targets become the object of a concussive blast of psychic energy, suffering raw damage from the trauma. Characters in a conical area behind the target failing a fortitude check are knocked prone. So see, this seems amazing. Target 1019 raw damage, accuracy plus 10 versus will. Okay. Soul Shock. Briefly transform the outer shell of an allied target's soul into energy, releasing an electrical burst around them. Characters standing in the area around the target take shock damage. So wait. Do I use an ally's soul to shock people?
Right, so just keep that in mind. This cipher has a lot of like obvious damage to the enemy, but just your actual like companions might get affected quite a bit. So that's something to keep in mind.
That's gonna be scary, but let's do it. Okay, so I wish it would tell me.
Well, it's obvious that might, dexterity, and intelligence are your pluses that you'd want to add more things into, probably.
So perception, not really recommended. Highly recommended for a cipher.
So you have 15 points.
Oh,
so
it has a star, dexterity, and might. So if I go to resolve, right? Not really recommended. This doesn't matter. Constitution doesn't matter as much. So intellect, let's just go all the way up, right? 18. And might represents the character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force as well as the plus damage and healing. But if I go to dexterity, action speed, reflex, imagine this would be the way to go.
You don't want to put anything in dexterity?
I think resolve is just like well, maybe I don't.
I wouldn't do that. I would take a few from might and at least boost up dexterity like 2 points or something. Constitution is kind of important though.
Yeah, but am I gonna be doing much? I don't know.
Because it's your actual health bar, you know?
I don't know if I need 11. Like 11 perception is probably not gonna be that
perception,
big a deal.
also keep in mind that wouldn't that affect like your actual dice rolls too?
I think might 15, dexterity 13.
And then, yeah, add 2 there. That's good. I'd try that.
Yeah, and max out intellect, and then max out might, and then dexterity.
Right, but just keep in mind, I would imagine level 2 is not too far away because you're just starting, so you could add
I could
more.
leave my perception neutral.
I mean, I would keep it where it was set at. And then keep the other ones where you have it set on. Those seem right.
Yeah, it was probably pretty natural. I'm sure I could probably get away with just like doing some weird stuff here, but
I would keep those base and then going forward, just whatever is starred.
I maxed out
do
my
something
intellect,
special with that.
you know, which I think is probably the most important.
I'd go with that. That's
we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, culture. Ooh, I can also do this too. What's my might? My might's 16. So 17 is the max. Yeah, let's go. Let's just make my perception regular. I can make this 18, and then I just have to focus on dexterity. What do you think?
I'm not sure which one is really for your person. I know that with the elves, it did say the white that wins, so maybe just for your elvish race thing, maybe pick that one.
Well, I guess we can take a quick peek. So this is an empire. So the Adir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the empire has colonies in numerous areas around the world, the greater Adir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations.
So that's pretty in between, and you need resolve, right? Or no, it was dexterity and other stuff, right? What could you add a modifier to? This is not like a
well, I think
modifier,
anything actually. I think because I'm doing a +1 somewhere, I think I can pick anything because I can just.
So if you really want, you said you wanted to put resolve at 10.
Now it's selected resolve because of how it is. So I think I select this first and then go back and I'll take a peek. So the archipelago, consisting of the nation of Nasdaq, dozens of Muao settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands and stretches. So this is more tropical. I think this is like Chile.
No, it's tropical.
This is equator, right? Where it's tropical.
Tropical climate.
This is like Galapagos Islands.
So it's still technically warm.
Yeah, very did fire because yeah. It's last up for anyone heading east. Yeah, I think this is more. I don't know. I get an island. Just the fact that it said the Amua, because those are the fish people, right?
Right.
I get more of a coastal vibe, and then pirates. I think I would say.
I would do the
Empire.
Adir.
I say this is Empire. This is piratey. Located at the northeast of Landpath, the MIT plains are large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by humans and Orland residents. The MIT culture is one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past. So, okay, so this is more like I'm in the plains. Okay, that's not terrible. Old Valia. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, Old Valia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire warring merchants nations. Counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks, the old Valian countries are still forces to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. So this is like Empire, fallen Empire.
Yeah, but it also sounds like the old rich, too.
Dominated by Anuma. Okay, so I don't really care about the Amuma. I don't care about Maui. I'm gonna call them Maui Nation. Look at me just making these savage. Living Lands. Living Lands is a mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. That's interesting. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are homes to assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. I like that. The reason I like that is because it has diversity, which is I think important for having this, like, for what I think I'm going to select ultimately for this guy, if I'm given the option to. We'll see. I can't remember how this exactly works, but I think from a character perspective, Cypher is interesting, but I think someone who's seen a lot of different types of people and been around a lot of different types of people and in a bad situation kind of because if you have someone surrounded just by one type of people and that's different from them and they're in a bad situation, they might attribute it to one type of people. Whereas if you have someone surrounded by a multitude of people, they realize it's not the way the person looks, it's just the nature of the people in question.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Granted, when you go from different races, you obviously get like, you know, like it's like breeds of dogs, right? Like certain dogs have certain natural tendencies, whereas others have other natural tendencies. So it's a little bit different, but you get what I'm going for here. I think Living Lands gives that best like background to where we have a lot of versatility in how we can play our character.
Okay, yeah.
That being said, I would like this guy to be 18. I feel like, and I could be wrong. 24 damage and healing, more damage, and more. I mean, I know obviously dexterity is important too, but I don't know. I feel like those are pretty good. Drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional. Yeah, let's keep it neutral. Okay, we got that. No, back. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Wait. You know what? I thought, and maybe I was mistaken, or maybe it changed in an update, but I thought there was a slave option. Because that's what I was going to build him. I was going to have our character be a person who was a slave, but then got freed. Doesn't appear that's an option now.
Well, maybe it's laborer. Like maybe it's just labeled different. I would just
yeah, because I want him to grow up in a tough situation. But like you probably think to yourself, well, okay, hold on, Jawa. If he grows up in a tough situation, how is he going to learn that he's like his cipher abilities and stuff? And I think without knowing the actual lore in depth, kind of just going with it, you know.
I mean, I would go through the options. I would probably say laborer is probably the closest to what you're thinking.
Let's see. You were part of a group that founded a fledgling colony in distant land. Not really. Explorer. You find the siren call of the rise irresistible. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave. You built your life around finding out. That's interesting. That's cool. Because he's around so many different types of people. He wants to see what else is out there. That's interesting. Laborer, your life has been spent in the study of your craft. You trained, prepared, hope, and hone your skills, apply your trade. Not necessarily what he's going for here. You traded good. He's not a merchant. Drifter, you never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. You're more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. So, I would say Drifter is interesting. It's like kind Explorer, but less of a lone. I think Drifter's more a loner.
Well, Drifter's like the outcast almost, you know. So,
Hunter, you live for the thrill of the chase, whether glory or for sustenance. You made your livings taking the lives of all the creatures. Not really. Mercenary, blade and battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Not necessarily. Scientist, the roles that govern the world are a set of alchemic formula to you, waiting to be discovered and manipulated. So I guess here's the thing. I think really the difference between Explorer and Drifter, I feel like, is that Explorer is more happy-go-lucky, whereas Drifter is kind of like, I don't really know why I fit in or where I belong. And I feel like with the cipher mechanics being kind of scary, I wonder if maybe he'd be more of a Drifter because he's an. I don't know what the racial discriminations would be in this game, so I don't want to necessarily play off that, but like based off the description of what a cipher was, he was like, hey, or the game was like, hey, this is kind of something new and unusual, so some people might not like it, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like the prior option you picked though, I mean, I guess it would be okay. You're more like the loner in the city of a bunch of individuals, right? I feel like the Living Lands option that you picked, like, because you're saying like all the races and kind of more open-ended as far as like acceptance among a bunch of people. The other options were definitely more isolated.
Yeah, and I think,
but as far as like that affecting your prior pick, I think Explorer or Drifter would be fine.
Yeah, so I think like when I think of Explorer, I think of someone who's just looking to discover new things. Whereas when I think of Drifter, it's someone looking to find a place they belong or where they can set up shop, essentially. I think our character isn't looking to just find new things just to find new things. I think our character is looking for a place he belongs where where he'll feel happiest. I think our character is searching for a home. I think that's his motivation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think searching for a home is a better motivation than I just want to explore.
Right.
I mean, for this setup. So let's go Drifter.
Okay.
Primary colors. Black. Secondary.
Red, obviously, right?
Silver.
Oh, not red? You could do like that really deep red.
This one?
No, the next one. The left?
Oh, that? It doesn't really show great.
Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, well, never mind. You could do gray if you want. I just saw black and red aesthetic, but...
It doesn't show the way you would want it to.
Probably the right one, right?
That's too pale. These are really pale. So there's this one that's more auburn. Kind of like this a little bit more.
Right.
Not a redhead.
Probably black or a dark
usually
brown.
I imagine elves kind of have like that blonde hair, but I don't think he would have it. I think he would have more of a... No, it's too shiny.
Can we see what black hair looks like? Or a dark brown? Yeah, I would pick dark brown or black hair. But some of the other like colors of blondes, it seems weird.
Dirty blonde. Seem weird. Right here.
I mean, that one looks alright. I just think no matter what blonde you picked on, it seemed like it was very orange to me, but that could also just be me though.
This is
That's
whitish.
almost white, yeah.
I don't know, what do you think?
I would do either the dark brown or that next other one up that you were looking at. Yeah, that one.
I mean, let's have them just have it be a darker elf. I mean, like, this is an old game, right? So they're not. It's not like we got like a lot of stuff to go off of.
Unless you want to match more of like the profile picture or something.
That's a good point. Hold on. Is that a succubus?
I think it's probably one of the godlike, right?
Maybe.
Oh no, those are the godlike.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
this
you
thing.
could just
You
go
know,
standard,
I'm just a
yeah.
drifter. I'm just 40. Let's remember that number, 47. Oh, you don't have to write it down. Just remember 47. Because I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
I mean, a cloak is pretty ambiguous, so that would probably be okay.
Ah, demon. Back where we started.
Well, you can almost do the darker haired one unless you want that other one with the hood.
I don't know, I like this more. It's a little bit more ambiguous. I know it's more of a rogue style.
I would just do that. It's ambiguous enough where you don't feel like you have to absolutely match the profile picture, so...
Yeah,
portrait.
otherwise it's just kind of tough. I mean, unless... Well, actually, we need to look at the different heads. Oh, we can look at different hairs. Dude's probably not getting his hair done a lot, you know?
That one looks pretty good.
Dragon Ball Z! This one, right? No.
No, it was 16.
This
Oh,
one.
no, yeah, that one.
Yeah, a little bit longer hair. I think it makes more sense. Like I said, I mean, I guess we could go... It's not like he's ugly or anything. It just seemed too exact. You know, it just seemed like... We could do this as well. Like, hey, this is what my character's supposed to be.
It's up to you, but if you want to go lighter hair, you seem like you were drawn to that. You could do that too. or black.
We could do this.
Like black looks good too. I don't know. I feel like with the
There. I think that looks close.
what about that beginning one, the auburn?
I think this guy is this. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
It's not. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to absolutely match that portrait though. Do you? I like the brows on that. Those are too thin. Do the second one.
I think this is probably our best way of going. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but this is. What you think? Good?
Yeah, that looks good.
It's acceptable. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. So.
Well, we don't need that. I would hockey probably.
Let's listen to all of them and see what we think.
Yeah? Watch and learn.
Ugh! They won't see me coming. Well, now I am the leader of the group. Yeah!
Not a sound. I'm here. I'm flattered.
Let's go!
Keeping quiet. Follow me.
Let's go!
Time to see and not be seen. I've got this.
Death to our enemies. Nothing will slip past me. Ready when you are.
Leading the way. Attack!
Silence surrounds me.
I shall lead us.
He sounds like a choir boy. Noble doesn't make sense.
Quick and quiet.
Feisty.
Huh?
I kind of
I've
like
got
stoic.
this.
That was very like.
Let's go!
I don't like the pitch and inflection of the feisty voice. I feel like it's
Right.
too kiddie.
Steady does it. Yeah. Follow me.
Let's go!
Keeping quiet.
Stoic's not bad.
I'm here. I'm flattered.
Yeah!
I'm here. I'm flattered.
Let's go!
Keeping quiet.
I feel like Stoic has a little bit more, a bigger sack than
I
Benevolent.
think it's just more. He sounds more grown up. So like the benevolent is more like a young man.
I mean, our character I think should be young, but I like the. I feel like it's
stoic,
deeper.
Yeah, stoic is definitely a deeper voice. But
Follow
I feel
me.
like that voice is also like someone in like his like
Let's
late
go.
30s, early 40s
Nice and slow.
situation.
Well, this guy is gonna be in his 20s.
What about go back to smooth?
Yeah? Watch and learn.
I'll teach you a lesson!
They'll never know I'm here.
Smooth's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. Now I am the leader of the group. Ugh! A blade in the dark. What is it?
Definitely,
Now I am the leader of
definitely a rogue voice there. The blade in the dark
Yeah.
thing.
You think Smooth
teach you a lesson!
or Stoic?
Keeping quiet. I'm here. I'm flattered.
Well,
Ah!
Benevolent
Not a
sounds
sound.
you know, maybe Smooth.
Watch and learn.
Show him how it's done!
Easy does it.
What do you think? Smooth, Benevolent, or Stoic? What are you leaning towards?
I'd definitely say between smooth and stoic. Go back to stoic again.
Yeah. Follow me.
Let's go!
Easy does it. Yeah? Watch and learn.
I don't know. What do you think a cipher sounds like?
I think Stoic would probably be more warrior.
The ranger
You know-
aesthetic. Yeah, go smooth. Smooth
There's-
makes sense.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Yeah, let's go Smooth. A little bit up. Enter name. Obviously, I think, should I just go with the name Sin? So use that all the time?
You could do that one. That one would probably be fine. It'd be straightforward.
Yeah, Sin. Boom. Set.
Okay. And that's it. Ooh, nice. Love the aesthetic.
Caravan Master Odima. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Nods your direction. Sparful nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulders. What are the berries? What are the huge rocks coming out of the ground? Dangerous out here. What are those ruins? Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
And then I think I just leave and go get them. Because I feel like crap, so I'm like, I should go get these berries. I think my inquisitiveness would be overcome by the fact that, hey, I kind of want to not be sick.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent a journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha.
Woman looks
Kalisha!
up on her time. The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Sure.
Look. That work my wait, hold on. Let's see through that a little bit. Just trying to get a feel for oh, okay. Alright, cool. I'm also trying to make sure since I changed my settings I'm not like getting no weird.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's pretty good. Alright, coolio. Do I have it? Okay, let's figure out what I know I have. There's talking, what's this? Boom. Journal, literature. Wait, what do I have? What is this? Oh, you can write it, cool. Gon's pledge, ring. Okay, worth some money. 2 per rest. Okay. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from myriad perils that plague the world of Aura. An aspect of the god ethos, Gon represents the harvest of old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gon helps protect the dignity of the old age, so too does his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. We might as well. It's better than nothing, really. What's piggy do? Doesn't do anything. This tiny Titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. Oh, look at this. Little piggy. Might as well. I mean, why not? Torch and a bow. I am an archer, I guess. Some money. No.
I think it's just telling you that she's following you. Like she'll
Piggy.
follow your
Oh,
lead.
the pig
you know?
looks really good, actually.
Oh no, that might be the pig. Never mind.
It's
All right, well
cute.
let's find this bush. The berries.
Alright, so on space, select, cancel, attack. Do I see my spells? Yeah. Oh.
Shh. Hey there.
Like, exploration is a key in pillars as you make your way through the. Yeah, because I'm always going to want to explore. I said map. Now, do we get a map of some sort that kind of gives us an idea of, like.
Might be that compass rose down there.
Hold on. We get, like.
I would go back. Are you just looking for the map? Like, look at the compass rose down there on your thing.
Yeah.
To the right.
Pause. Oh, this. Oh, I can just hit M. That helps. You can see where I'm kind of going.
Maybe.
I'll
I
have your
hit the
water
bottom.
soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Jesus. Well, it's a bush. These are bushes, so it's probably going to be up here. If I'm assuming that's water. I get used to moving it.
There's
Actually,
some kind
can
of
I do
chest
that
up there.
with? Can I do that with my keys? Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's way better.
There's a chest up there.
I didn't notice. Also, like, what's going on here?
Hey there.
That's probably right still. This means when you walk forward, it would be.
No, I was trying to see if I can, like, actively change that. Like, I can see how I place them.
Sure.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh, game pause because there's a wolf. Alright, so you attack this guy. Okay, cool. So I got second wind. Spells.
Probably go up. You probably get to pick which one. So go up. It shows you its radius, so you need to get closer.
Yeah, I'm not close enough, so then I'm just gonna move right here.
What you need?
Boom, now it does it. Okay. So now I should be able to...
I still think you need to be a wee bit closer.
Uh-oh. Now... Not enough focus, not enough focus. So it says I gotta use my whip. Problem is... What whip? Okay. Huh?
Maybe attack them first. Maybe that, like...
Oh, so I just attack them, and then I can do it. Well, I want to try it out. Oh, do I have to? Alright, well, clearly I don't know what I'm doing, but, you know, we'll figure it out. By golly, we'll figure it out.
Hey there.
Shh. Just don't forget that,
Oh, there it is. Perfect.
This
chest
is it.
back there.
Hi. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear it. Sure, I wanted to live. Things happen when you're with orphans. Yeah, I like that. I like to role build that we're by ourselves. We got nobody. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? Are all open up options. Alright, cool. Oh shit. I burned down the orphanage and got out of there while I could. No. Never had a place to call home, still looking. That makes sense. I'm a self-made orphan. My parents got what they deserved.
That's messed up.
Oh, damn.
I would say number 2.
Yeah, number 2
more
makes sense. You got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end. But in my experience, they don't always. You gotta do what you gotta do. Kaliska breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Roderick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of us a lot, or like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. No, I'm just passing through. I hadn't given it much thought. Obviously it's important, but doesn't exactly scream, this is where he's gonna be. I think he's still trying to figure it out. So I think haven't given it much thought yet is probably fair. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone and fall in love. That'd be funny. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. We're gonna find some new friends. Get in trouble, I expect. Just looking for some adventure, really. Yeah, I would say I have no idea what I'm gonna do next. I think that's a fair statement, because it's kind of like I'm just kind of wandering around, not really sure what I want to do at this point, trying to figure it out. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. They've got an inn in Gilded Vale that'll put you up as long as needed. Or so my sister tells me. Ooh, sister in Gilded Vale. Noted. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odima will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. You know, she doesn't give me the vibe that she wants to chat, so I'm probably just gonna like do what she wants. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfall's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Am I stealthing?
Yeah?
I mean, always just
Stay
default
quiet.
to stealth. Doesn't mean you're gonna get anywhere, but I feel like it's a good default.
Sure.
You said down, right? You know, in these type of games, usually my default move is like, oh, let's explore every single thing, and then let's go down every single way. And my thought process is kind of like, well, look, you know, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm not here to like, you know, be Nathan Drake, you know. Okay, so he's gone. This is where we were before. Which spells super good news.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
I don't know who leaves that there, but let's get going, I guess. Whoa, why aren't you going with me, girl? What the fuck? You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin in the cool water while Calliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained a quest item, full water skin added to the stash. Okay, cool. Oh, out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath. Oh, I gotta
Sparfle,
sneeze.
are you all right?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders, like an enemy flag. Oh, well, we're probably screwed.
Ambush!
Okay, so that guy looks beefy as hell, so that's not a good sign. So I would say that you should definitely attack the beefy boy. My character should move this way. Let that play out a second.
Hmm?
Yeah!
Okay, that's not what I said to do. Okay.
Yeah!
Good. Now my character attack him before the other guy can get in range. Now and then do that. Okay, so that order of operations. Whew. Let's see what happens. Hey, welcome back, buds. Is he dead? Oh yeah, she killed him. So, ooh. Ooh. Well, this isn't gonna help me. Well.
Show him how it's done!
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Let's search him first. Get that money.
Did you ever get that chest back there?
I think it just takes all, right? Yeah. What?
There was a chest back there.
Hey
by the
there.
wolf. Did you get it? And what
Hey.
was in it?
There was no chest back there.
Yes, there was. Go down. And to your right. In the bushes.
That's not a chest.
Yes, it is.
Where are you pointing at?
Right there. Is that not something in there?
No, that's not a chest at all.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but that's not a chest.
Oh, it looked like a barreled chest to me.
Well, we're gonna find out in a second.
That's what I told you about earlier before I went to the kitchen.
Nope. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
No worries. So, well, okay. A lot of people are dead apparently, so definitely save. Is there a new one? Oh yeah. Let's also be stealthy about it. Okay. So you're gonna attack him. I'm gonna attack him too.
What you need?
Yeah?
Okay. A lot of pauses. Let's see this by design. Come on, get him. Dude, I'm nailing these guys. Holy cow.
Hey there.
Stay quiet.
Hey there.
Like I'm getting a lot of loot. All around you lie the masked remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Beliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard, tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Odin, the last of your caravan left standing. That's crazy. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Well, like, here's my thought process. You guys have already murdered everybody. So, in my mind, chances are if we lay down our arms, you're just going to kill us. Like, if I saw everyone trapped and they were all tied up, I'd be like, okay, maybe we can survive. Maybe we have to live as a slave for a little bit or something. But no, you just killed them all. And every other guy I came across tried to kill me, not capture me. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, you kill us either way. Why make it easy? These representations represent how people perceive your personality through the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people. But our reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pill's Eternity, but if your main character is a priest or a paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character only, their disposition will modify the effects of the holy radiance. Okay, that's cool. The man gives a slight sideways nod of his head, perhaps acknowledging the astuteness of your response. Like, yeah, you're a murderer. Many things may happen. Only one you can be sure of is that if you hold your weapons, I will drain his blood upon the ground. So I'll say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Your worship of Gawain. If Gawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Hold on. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. That's only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. Ooh, this one I'm torn on.
I would do number 2. I feel like, especially since your character is in might, right? Or no?
He has a decent amount of might. He has intellect too. I mean, obviously this is like, oh, let's be witty about it, but this doesn't seem like the character style. I feel like it needed to be number 4 or number 2. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. This is like a threat. Whereas I feel like this is like, you're so stupid if you think that killing him is gonna make a difference because I'm so powerful.
Right. I mean, I would probably pick the 4 option, but
yeah, makes sense. Man smiles. No, I think I'll just be killing him. Listen, to deal a killing blow, you will have to put your weight behind it, right? Man reluctantly acknowledges your point. As soon as you've attacked him, you will be off balance and completely exposed to my attack. By the time I arrive at your position, you will be off balance and open to lethal strike. I think it'll be the first one. The others will defend me. No, they won't. Won't be able to reach you reach me in time to stop my attack, nor reach you in time to absorb it. No, they are alternately out of position or lacking in strength and quickness to break my parry. This isn't really this because we're archer. Man growls frustrated. Then we will save this one for later. He shoves Hodin toward you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hodin's torso. Hodin screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man set his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Alright, so now he's just...
You gotta attack
like,
him.
he wounds him. You know, like, oh, hey. Which, why are you 29 out of 116 health? Damn, Hodin. Hodin, you messed this guy up.
29 is his endurance. So
can he not walk?
He's still at 116, but go on to Hodin.
Hold on.
His constitution is weakened, but his health is still 116 out of 116.
Yeah, I would say he should attack him. Which makes sense to me. And then she should attack him.
Okay.
And then my character will attack
that guy.
And we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's because I just discovered this guy.
How can I help?
Well, don't
Okay,
let
so
him,
he's attacking him. She's gonna go there.
don't let him kill the dude, though.
He's just getting hit in the back, dude. He's just getting hit in the back. That's fine by me.
I know, but Hodin might die, though. He's at... His endurance is not good. I may make him leave.
Alright, so what just happened? Autopause, target destroyed, Kaliska. Oh wait, no, sorry. Can I him? Huh?
How can I help?
Uh-oh. No, Kaliska, what are you doing, man? Go. Well, never mind, actually.
What you need?
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasp. Looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile across his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rendering you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, Odima's body stirs, and with great effort, he raises his sagging head, eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, it's that guy on the left. What is this? I know it's the Bailwick thing, but like, what is the Bailwick? Is it like spirits?
Something to do with the ruins, I think.
Oh shit, let's find out. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step. You set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hilden trails behind you, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hilden, topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hilden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark.
But he's somehow using an arrow though, so you could fire an arrow and try.
Yeah, if I have a bow, I'll give it a hearty shot, although it's unlikely it's going to work good. Your aim is true and hits the joints, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. Where was she the whole time, by the way? Just throwing that out there. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. I'm going to practice my monologuing skills. Alright, sweet. I think this is a great spot. Oh, wait. What was that? I don't know. Kaliska? Maybe the fact that we were attacked by wind monsters? Like, come on.
A Buick. Had to be.
Good job, Hyoden. I'm just kidding.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
His jaw tightens. He nods. Alright, so I think this is a solid... I think I set... Oh, I have 7 focus. Oh, I have banked focus. That's legit. So let me go... My character. I'm pretty sure they auto-level. Pretty sure I set that up. I didn't want to deal with that. Because I'm lazy. Discussion, reputation none. Here's the time has passed. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, boy. Oh, screw you, Kaliska. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So I think this is a pretty good, like, this is a pretty good stopping point. Because it's already been, like, about an hour and 20 minutes, and I think when you kind of do that character creation, it kind of takes a long time. So I think this will be good for a first episode. Thanks, guys. I guess we'll wrap this up here. Once again, my name is Protagonist Jawa, and I'm accompanied by the lovely antagonist Kim. Would you like to do a little sign-off, or...?
Yeah, everyone, we'll see you later and have a great rest of your day.
Alright, we'll see you guys. Deuce.